There was something that wasn't obvious to me when we started this podcast, even though it should have been. The more popular the movie, the more people are going to listen to a podcast about it. Imagine how happy I was when we rolled up a little-known Christmas movie called Boxing Day. Who's in it? Doesn't matter. Nobody. What's it about? Boxing Day. Who's this for? Both of you. Both of you that are going to listen to this. Thanks for sticking with us. Welcome to You've Got Mails.
This is embarrassing. I'd like to apologize on behalf of CJ and myself. I swear to God, this never happens to us, but it looks like Christmas has come early. Welcome to You've Got Mails, everybody. Hi, CJ.
Yeah.
I mean, it is November at this point, so this is going to kick off our 2-month-long Ho-Ho-Ho've Got Mails Christmas romance movie.
Nope, cutting that shit off right now.
All right, so we're not doing that.
You know what, though? If we would have saved this for Christmas, I'd have been disappointed.
Well, it's hard to live up to Love Actually. I mean, that was our first ever Christmas episode, and it's not one that you can easily overcome.
No.
It's Love Actually and Die Hard in my book.
I was so afraid this was going to be another Love Actually.
It really wasn't. There's some cool
They started it off like it was, and they had a few call-outs, but they made sure that they were like, we are not.
Yeah, there's a few, I thought, nods that were clever. Well, let's talk about it. 2021's Boxing Day. Never heard of this movie. I'm sure you haven't either. I don't think that anyone has.
No.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, listeners.
Don't apologize to them. We're bringing it to the people. Maybe somebody out there's going to hear this and go, I should watch this movie.
This was one of those ones that somebody, deep down in Amazon's vaults today were like, somebody's watching Boxing Day.
2 people in Pittsburgh watched Boxing Day.
What is going on?
That's odd. But yeah, this movie is a Christmas movie. I watched this real last minute, and it's been a crazy week for me. And we're recording this on the day that I watched it. I didn't even look into what Boxing Day is. It's a post-Christmas holiday, and I don't know who exactly celebrates it or why.
Over here in America, we're efficient. We do all the gifts and the love and the baby Jesus all on the same day.
Yeah.
Over in England, they're still a little slow.
So this is the gift day?
Yes.
Okay. So we do Christmas and then we do the gifts.
Yes.
All right. Anyway.
And if you're the dad in this movie, your gift is a little baby.
Yes, it is. But this movie, like you said, it definitely gives off strong Love Actually vibes at first because we get another fucking monologue. Apparently that's just a thing that I didn't know was a thing in these kind of movies.
I thought you'd be happy about this one because they actually throw you off. They do a male voiceover.
Yeah.
For the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you find out it is just the character reading his book and then they never have the voiceover again.
Yeah, no, that was nice. But it's very much like Love Actually. Love Actually starts with Hugh Grant kind of talking about the state of the world and love. And this guy is talking about essentially the world has lost its magic. And he goes real old man yelling at a cloud. And he's like, cell phones have ruined everything. Everybody's got a cell phone now and they don't realize what's right in front of them. What they really need and want, they could reach out and touch, but they can't see it. And we get little intercut scenes of different characters from this movie. As he's talking, we don't really know who they are yet, but, we see a little bit of everybody.
Yes.
Kind of setting up each little story.
And this is where I was getting scared.
Yeah, because there are
I was how are all these people going to be related? How they're going to get together?
It's pretty easy. Thankfully, it's not one of those movies where there's all these, interconnected love stories.
Thank God.
There are to a degree, but they're all a family. It's all connected, pretty simplistically and in a way that is easy to understand. And you're not how does this guy know this guy? And who's this? So that wasn't bad. But we find out the guy giving the monologue is a guy named Melvin. And Melvin is a British author who has moved to the United States. Come to find out in a little bit that he kind of left Britain in a quick manner.
In a huff.
Kind of just ghosted his whole family almost and left for reasons that we'll discuss.
Not almost. Definitely ghosted his entire family and left for a few years.
Yeah, you get the feeling he hasn't really talked to any of them
no.
for a while. But Melvin is living in the States. He's a very famous author, or accomplished author. And he's maybe even more so on the rise, I guess. They're kind of talking this next book is the big book. It's going to do big business.
Did you see the cover of this book?
It looks like a Harlequin romance.
Side of a fucking van with a wizard airbrushed on it or something. And every time they read it, it's the most profound, in-depth thing I've ever heard. And the cover It's like a guy holding a sword at a lightning strike.
Well, also, like, you find out that, like, you know, the monologue that he's giving, we cut to a scene of him in, like, an airport lounge with his agent, and you find out that he's just reading his agent, like, the end of the book. And then we find out, though, that the book is about, like, a guy who falls in love with an alien who's in human form. Like, it doesn't sound like it's going to be a good book. And it doesn't sound like what he was reading was from a book like that. But, you know, we cut to him and his agent's telling me this is going to be a big hit, and they're going to send him to Britain to do Good Morning Britain. And he's like, I don't really want to go to England on Christmas. That sounds like a nightmare. Can we just do Good Morning America? And the agent is like, no. This is your big break. This is huge for you. We're putting you on Good Morning Britain. And I was like, I don't know. He's living in America. He's an American author at this point. Like, I don't know if shipping him off to Britain to do a show is like, it looks like he's on like a fucking public access morning show, basically.
I mean, why not both?
Yeah, pretty much. Bad agent. So we find this out, and then we cut to our other main character of this couple. It's Melvin and it's Lisa. And Lisa is in an office. We get a cut scene of her during the monologue where she is looking at a pregnancy test and finding out that she's pregnant. And then we get her in the office with, like, her sassy best friend, Chantel, who I enjoyed quite a bit. Not in this movie nearly enough.
Not at all, man.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, as soon as she came out, I was like, great. We've got our comedy here.
Yeah.
Let's not see her again until probably 20 minutes before the end of the movie.
And the couple times we do see her, she's on the phone with her, and she's not nearly as funny.
No?
Like, she's very, like, bombastic and, like, just very, like, loud and hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
In this first scene we get of her, and then she's gone forever. But she knows that Lisa's pregnant. Lisa doesn't want to tell Melvin. She's nervous about it. We also find out that I'm not totally clear on what Lisa does, but she works in the entertainment industry because she is actually...
I got the feeling she was an agent as well, like for actors.
I don't know, because there is a scene where she's driving home after this interaction, and she gets a call from Chantel, and she's talking to her about Peter Jackson, director, Lord of the Rings, like big name, and telling her that there's, like, a work opportunity in New Zealand.
So that's where Peter Jackson does his thing.
It is where he does his thing, and that she can possibly go and spend a lot of time there doing work. So she's going to be working for Peter Jackson, with Peter Jackson. I don't really know. Maybe she's going to be a hobbit. I don't really know.
Shack up with a hobbit.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the deal is. But she's on her way home, and she gets back to where her and Melvin live. And this guy, this son of a bitch, he really knows how to do it.
Holy shit. I said I do.
Oh,
I was like, I will. I want to be married to you.
I'll marry you, Melvin.
Yeah.
She walks in the front door. There are rose petals leading out to the back patio. There's a new copy of his book on the table, which she picks up and opens, and it's dedicated to her. There are, like, giant, like, pictures on a screen of the two of them, like, as she walks through the house. Come to the backyard, and he is sitting on a stool with, like, a 6 or 7 piece band behind him playing music, and then he sings her little a cappella song.
He was like, all right, band.
Yeah, he does the band. And basically, yeah, he does it on his own.
I splooshed.
Asks her to
like, I don't know, man. It's like, damn it.
He's setting the bar high for all of us. He asks her to marry him, and she vomits. Just throws up everywhere.
Which is a type of sploosh.
Anyway, it's a squish. I don't know. It makes a noise for sure. Cut to them going to bed, and, you know, she's apologizing about what happened. Melvin does not know that she's pregnant. She does not want to tell Melvin that she's pregnant. So this is obviously like a pregnancy-related vomiting, I felt. But she blames it on bad sushi. And he kind of says to her, like, okay, well, I want the ring back. Not because you threw up, but because, like, I want it to be perfect. And you fucking tossing your cookies, like, at the end of the proposal.
We're going to do this right.
Yeah, he's like, I want to do it again. So technically, we're not really engaged yet. So he takes the ring back. And they go to bed. She says goodnight. He says, I'll see you in the future. That's what he says when he falls asleep. And she gets a little text on her phone saying, you know, New Zealand is a big opportunity for you. And she doesn't really want to tell Melvin anything. Like,
yeah, she keeps it close to the vest.
Yeah, she seems like she's afraid to tell him, like, anything that might be an opportunity for her or, like, big news for her. I mean, the baby's big news for them. But it's odd how much she keeps everything kind of away from him, I felt like. This
is like a thing, too, is at one point he's looking at a baby in the not too distant future of this movie. And he's like, that baby's disgusting. I commonly feel the same thing about babies too, but if my wife was like, hey, we're having one of these, I'd probably change my tune pretty quick. Like, because a guy says he doesn't like babies.
I always say, like, people don't like kids until they're their own, and then they love them. Like, it is the way it is.
Let's not say love. That's strong. Like, I will tolerate my child.
I'll tolerate this baby.
No.
We also, sorry, I glossed over it. He lets her know that he has to go to Britain. She's like, you just asked me to marry you. I've never met your family. It's Christmas time. You're going home for the holidays, essentially. Like, fucking take me with you.
Yes.
Like, let's go. And he kind of tells her, doesn't give the whole story, but talks about how, at the holidays, like, some bad things happened, and he left his family, and in his words, left things a bit funked.
They really like to hide shit from each other.
Yeah, they really do. This is not a great relationship, and the more we talk about it. We haven't talked about it for that long. So they are going to go to England together. Cut to a scene, England, and we start to meet Melvin's family. So first up is the brother Josh, and Josh is just kind of walking down the street when this British street toughs, a couple of British street toughs, roll up on him. Oi, bruv, what are you doing?
Oh, man, I love the bruv.
I do too. But they roll up.
I want people to call me bruv.
I'll call you bruv.
Thanks, bruv.
They roll up on him, and bruv got mails. We're going to do all Guy Ritchie movies for the next month and a half. He rolls up on him and grabs Josh and throws him against the wall. And I guess Josh has been following his girl on the Instagram. And
he's dropping all the emojis.
Hearts, smiley faces, eggplants.
Pickles.
We all know what the eggplant means. And they're kind of about to beat Josh up. And Josh, he's very apologetic at first, but he's also throwing a lot of barbs. Like he tells him, "Oh, I didn't like her picture, bruv. My eggplant hit the like button." And then he kicks the guy right in the crotch. And a pretty cool, like, I don't want to call it cool, like a fun chase scene.
Now, did you catch the music they were playing?
What was that?
It was a take on the Back to the Future theme.
It sounded so familiar to me. I thought that's what it, but I was like, this doesn't sound quite right.
Yeah, like he was getting run after by, Biff?
Biff, yeah. So they changed up the song enough to,
and then they
not
threw
pay
a
royalties.
beat behind it for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And then, it was great.
Okay, I definitely thought it gave me those vibes, or like some kind of like 80s vibes, and I couldn't figure it out. This chasing, these guys chase him all through the streets of London. He ends up like calling his buddy, who I think's his cousin. This guy, I never got a real feel for who this guy was. He's Josh's friend, but he also gets to go to the family events. I feel like he's a cousin.
Yeah, they're all cousins. Even the guy beating him up.
Yeah, we find that out much later.
Yeah.
But they're running, so he calls him.
There is one Jamaican British family in all of Europe, apparently.
Yeah, and
they're all in one house at the same time.
That's right. He calls this buddy and is like, "I need your help," and he runs through it's like a Jehovah's Witness church where this guy's at, like I guess a mass. I don't know. As we've learned before, we're not great with religion here.
No.
You've got bells. But he runs through, and this guy hops up and runs with him, and is literally no help to him. Like, when he calls him, he's like, "I need your help." And I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be like some big guy that's going to, like, protect him. Just some guy about as big as he is that just runs alongside of him. Like, now they're both just being chased. It's like, I just need you here for moral support while these guys threaten to beat me up. But they end up running into, like, a community center where we meet the mom of the family, who's Shirley. And she's there with a fellow named Richard. And they are working on the Nativity play, which this is another, I felt like, Love Actually nod.
Yes.
Because throughout that movie, they're working on a Nativity play, and it kind of ends the movie at the Nativity play. And we will get to see this Nativity play at the end of this movie. So this was one of the Love Actually nods that I noticed.
This is, like, the lamest relationship in the entire movie.
Who, Shirley and Richard?
Because they're trying to hide their relationship, and it couldn't be more obvious if he was actively inside of her while they were talking. Like, it was driving me nuts. Like, they're like, we have to hide this. And every single person's looking at him like, "Hey, Richard, what are you doing with my mom tonight?" Like,
yeah. Well, so like they run in, and like Richard and Shirley were kind of close and like nuzzled up almost. And when Josh and his friend run in, they kind of separate. And they get, like, the weird side eye from Josh and the cousin.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of can tell, like, maybe you and Richard got a thing going on. And I think, is it even Josh? He's like, "Are you going to be bringing Dick over to the party later?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, they know, but Shirley won't tell anybody.
It should be stated, because this movie constantly talking about race, that Richard's one of the two white people in the entire movie. So, I mean, that's probably why it's
Who's
so
the other
awkward.
one? Oh, the mom.
The mother,
okay.
yeah.
It's like, I don't remember there being another one. Did you recognize Richard?
No. I didn't recognize anybody in this damn movie.
2 weeks in a row, we got a Game of Thrones actor. That was Stannis Baratheon.
Oh,
that was the guy who burned his own daughter at the stake.
This is where he's hiding out.
He was a lot more palatable in this movie, I felt.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize him without Mother effing him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that was Stannis. They're kind of talking about how they're trying to get a hold of the sister of the family, which her name is Boobsy, but her name is actually Aretha. But she goes by Boobsy pretty much the entire movie. I just happened to notice, because I watch everything with subtitles now. I never used to, but when we started the podcast, it helps me like follow the story better. Like, yes. I guess I would say it was like Boobsy, and then like her dialogue, and then halfway through the movie, someone called her Aretha, and it switched to Aretha, and then went back to Boobsy later, and it just kept changing her character name.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I got it.
I just kept giggling whenever they said Boobsy.
Boobsy, but they make mention to the fact that she's probably babysitting a pop star or a singer. Cut to Boobsy, and we find out that I won't be calling her Aretha for the duration of the podcast.
Absolutely not.
It's only Boobsy. I'm a Boobsy guy. She is at a hotel desk trying to get keys to her client's room. Like, she is an assistant to a mega pop star.
Somebody that has just blown the F up.
Yeah, like she's just now like very big. And she is worried about her because she was dating a famous rapper. And this famous rapper, I guess like a sex tape came out or something of him with some girls in Miami. She's worried about her friend's wellness. She's depressed. She's like locked herself in her hotel room. And she's trying to get this key off this hotel clerk. He doesn't want to give it at first. And she kind of shakes him down for the key.
She does a good job on this.
Yeah, she does. I like Boobsy a lot. She ends up getting up to the room and getting in. And we meet Georgia, who's another one of our main characters. She's essentially a part of the family. They get together for all the holidays. She knows the whole family. Her mom and her dad are both aunts and uncles, air quotes.
Yes. You get the feeling that she's been with the family since like day one.
Yeah, well, there's even stories of like her and Melvin, our main character, like as kids in like the bathtub. Or at least I assume. I guess they could have been talking about them in their 20s in the bathtub, but that'd be weird for the whole family to know about those stories.
Hey.
But Boobsy goes up into the hotel room and tries to get her to cheer up. She's talking about how all the news is kind of like behind her and on her side after this like breakup that's happened. And
what does she say?
I actually have this in my notes. I don't know if this is what you're talking about. I never thought I'd have this in my notes, but my notes actually say right here, good sloppy keeps the cocky.
That's right.
Is that what you have written there as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
As soon as she wrote it, I was like, that's vulgar.
Yeah.
And correct.
Because she is talking to her about this video that came out and how these like internet rags and stuff are like on her side. And she starts saying, look, this one here says, Georgia, keep your head up, girl. No, seriously, you don't need to put your head down. You don't need to learn that head game. Like, and hashtag good sloppy keeps the cocky.
That one had me laugh.
I chuckled. She's also brought like a male blow-up doll to the hotel room with this guy's face on it. And the scene ends with them just like kicking the shit out of it. She hands Georgia a baseball bat and they just go like full Office Space.
This is a little Guy Ritchie feeling too. Like having the camera from the angle of the victim. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This movie was kind of just a big send-up to a bunch of movies that whoever made it liked.
A little bit. So this movie, I don't know if you saw, this was the guy that plays Melvin. I didn't write down anyone's names. Like I said, this was very last minute for me.
Yeah.
Because we take things very seriously here at You've Got Mails.
Totally.
But whatever this guy's name is, he wrote, directed, and starred. And this was like his first time directing a movie. So I could see.
Good job.
It wasn't bad for like a first time directing, yeah. But I could see how he would have taken inspiration from like a lot of other things, especially like some British cinema.
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie and Love Actually, things of that nature. People are probably at home like rolling their eyes like I just called Love Actually British cinema. But it is. You shut the hell up. It's a great movie. We cut to the airport with Melvin and Lisa. And she's talking about having a baby. Hasn't told him that she's pregnant, but is kind of like gauging his opinion on babies. And Melvin is clearly anti-baby and looks at a family across the airport and like makes direct eye contact with them. They're sitting there holding their baby. And he just yells, "Babies ruin lives," like across the airport. And Lisa does
like I said, his baby wouldn't ruin lives. But that family's baby, definitely.
Yeah. Lisa is upset basically by this and is kind of like giving him the silent treatment for a little bit after this. Like is upset with him because he, she's got a baby in her. Like there's little Melvin in there rolling around. They get to the airport and they're talking. He's kind of like, "Are you still mad at me? Like, come on. You're going to get like your picture all over the news with all the paparazzi. They're waiting to meet us here at the airport." with that frown on your face. And they come around the corner, and there is just a shit ton of paparazzi.
Yeah, they threw me off.
Yeah, and she's like, oh my God. He's like, see, I told you. But it wasn't for him. We find out there's like a guy that rolls up behind them. His name is Ian, but he goes by Gorgeous. And he is the rapper that was cheating on Georgia. Yeah. But they all know each other. Like this, everyone.
And they throw this in as if this guy's going to be important to the story.
Yeah, this is the last time we see him.
Never again.
He's mentioned here and there, but
Gorgeous is gone.
He kind of shows up and he's like, hey, these are for me, not you. We find out that him and Melvin know each other. So apparently, England must be just a small town. Because like in Love Actually, everybody knew each other. In this movie, everybody knows each other.
That's right.
It's just small town England. The Big Ben, small town.
I want to meet the England Bon Jovi.
Big Bon Jovi. I got nothing. So they start to talk, and Gorgeous is kind of like hitting on Lisa, and Melvin sends her to get the car. And this is where we find out that Melvin used to date Georgia. Like they were serious, about to be engaged. And Ian / Gorgeous is kind of giving him a hard time about losing the girl and just being a dick. Like you can tell Gorgeous isn't a good guy. But this is all just kind of set up the fact that Melvin knows Georgia and they used to date.
If at some point in my life I had dated Adele, you'd know.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody would know.
Absolutely.
My wife would know. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody on the planet.
Yeah, you can't not tell somebody about that. Like you've dated a pretty famous pop star.
Especially when he dumped her and she became a famous pop star, which means those songs were about him.
He's the reason. Yeah.
You know, like if Taylor Swift had a couple about me, I'd let people know.
I'd be in the car. I'd turn that shit up.
Yeah. Like, this is me right here.
I did this. This was all me.
I'm the one that accidentally killed her cat. And this is why that song happened.
Oh, that poor cat. But, we see the family back at their home and the news comes on. And they all see Melvin coming into the airport because all the paparazzi was there and the cameras were there. And he didn't tell anyone he was coming to town. So this is like a big surprise to everybody. The two kids run up and like knock on Mom's bedroom door and like try to get her out of the bedroom. And she answers finally.
She's in there getting a little Richard.
She is getting a little Richard.
Yeah.
And she finds out herself that Melvin's in town and they're all just kind of like shocked that he's here and hasn't told anybody. She shuts the door on the kids and we find Richard like laying next to the bed like in a pile of clothes, just kind of naked, like covering himself up. So we find out that they were in there getting freaky.
At one point he makes a noise and falls off the bed. She's like, oh, that shelf. And
that's right.
And they just roll their eyes.
Yeah, like they're like, okay, Mom, I can see Richard's butthole from here. Like, he's right over there. Is that Stannis Baratheon in there?
You mean the shelf next to the man in the gimp suit? Yeah.
She makes Richard like sneak out of the house, even though everyone knows he's there. And I thought this was odd because we see Richard put on like pants. Like he's wearing like pants and a shirt and he gets into bed and then they talk and she tells him to sneak out. Next scene is like Boobsy waiting outside for like a ride to wherever. And we see Richard come out through the bushes, but all he's wearing is like a trench coat and no pants.
Maybe it's like these are just too restrictive.
Like that can't be how he showed up there. Like, where are Richard's clothes?
Maybe that's his move.
I don't think so. I think this was a continuity error that I couldn't stand for. Melvin and Lisa get into town, like get to their hotel, and he takes her and drops her off at the front door of the hotel. Like, never been to England before. And he's just like, all right, I got to go be on the news now. And just drops her off at like the doorstep. She actually runs into Georgia. They're staying in the same hotel room. So when Georgia comes out and Lisa sees her, Lisa's a big fan.
Yeah.
Of this pop star who her husband or future husband used to sleep with and doesn't even know it. So she's very excited. She grabs a picture with her and just talks to her about what a fan she is. And they have like a nice little, George is very nice for being a big time pop star.
Yeah.
Like real sweet to her.
Yeah, they make sure to make her out to be a decent human.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, for sure. But as she's leaving, I caught this and like they never made anything of it, but I thought it was kind of a cool little thing. When they say goodbye to each other, George says, "See you in the future." And that's what Melvin would say when he would go to sleep. And Lisa kind of pauses for a second, but doesn't say anything about it and like never really registers with her.
Oh, you really were paying attention.
I was, man. I tried. I do try. I may not do a lot of research, but I try to at least pay attention to what happens in these movies. No, but yeah, she says see you in the future, and it's kind of just like a cool little, like, doesn't really amount to anything. It doesn't tip Lisa off. You're like, oh yeah, they know each other.
I should have winked at the camera. I would have got it too.
Yeah, it's a reminder for the audience that these two know each other. We see Melvin getting ready for his Good Morning Britain interview. And they show the interview. Nothing really of big of note happens. But then at the end, the woman interviewing him announces that the next guest up is Georgia. Like, she's doing a musical appearance on the show. And Melvin did not know this.
It seems like a real gotcha moment.
It was definitely... it did.
How did she not know that her fiance had slept with this pop star? Like, everybody seems to have known about this.
Oh, yeah, because, like, the news lady is like, I think you'll know our next guest. Wink, wink. Like, well, yeah. And it's a very much gotcha media kind of moment.
Yeah.
But she...
Look at that, England. You're not better than us.
She comes out... Oh, they are. She comes out and performs, and Melvin gets up to kind of go, like, backstage, and he's watching from, like, the wings, and Boobsy is there. And so this is the first time, like, any of the family members have, like, interacted with Melvin since he got to England. And she's like, hey, were you going to, like, let anybody know that, like, you were going to be here? It's tense. It's, like, a tense kind of, like, situation. Yeah. And he's like, I got to go. I'm getting out of here. She's like, oh, you're just going to run out on me like you did on Georgia. Like, dig the knife in a little bit and show him what's up. We cut to the hotel room back to Lisa, where she's just kind of hanging out in the hotel. She's actually talking to Chantel on the phone. Chantel not nearly as funny as she was in the first 5 minutes of this movie.
Making them Spice Girls references.
Yeah, she was making some Spice Girls references. And she's just kind of talking to Chantel about how, like, she wants to have this baby, but she also wants to have the job in New Zealand. Almost like they're non-exclusive, like you can't have one without the other sort of thing. And Chantel's like, well, it's your choice. You do the movie, have the kid, whatever. Like, it's up to you. Knock on the door. Fucking Melvin does it again. This guy's a great gift giver. I will say this. He's a smooth operator, Melvin.
Oh, yeah.
The door guy shows up with a couple of gift baskets, like a big thing of flowers. And she starts going through the basket and finds like an iPod. Like an old style. Like, this movie was 2021, and there is like a giant iPod in this basket. And it has a note on it, and she puts it in, and he's actually like recorded. He's like, this is DJ Melvin coming at you live. Like, here's some great England hits.
Sploosh.
Yeah. And it's like, just like a bunch of like English music, like new English. It's not like the fucking Beatles or anything, but it's like English rap, like British rap. Pop.
It's like Gary Glitter. What the fuck?
But she gets like this great thing, and she ends up like walking around the hotel, like with her headphones in, like kind of dancing to all this music. It's like almost like a little dance montage. And the elevator doors open, and Melvin's there. He's back. And he tells her, they're going to go and meet his family. So let's wrap things up. And she had ordered brunch to the room, and he's like, why don't we just cancel that? Like, we got to get going. So she stops at the front desk. Georgia and Boobsy come in, and she sees them and goes running over and wants to introduce them to Melvin. Melvin sees this, and we have like another chase where like...
He like up and books it.
Yeah, he up and books it. And then somehow, like, the brother and his friend show up, too. So, like, everybody is, like, running through the hotel, like, after Melvin.
The hotel that is at the center of London.
Yeah. He ends up running into Georgia, like, because Georgia is also running, but, like, in a different... Like, she's trying to run away, too.
Yeah.
You two could have just walked in different directions. Like, there was no need for all this running. They run...
I'm really opposed to this running.
I didn't like it. They collide and fall, and we find out that they know, Lisa comes in and finds out that they know each other. They've actually, like, been an item. And Lisa is upset. Like, and then she actually says at one point, like, we've had sex to her music. Which is a weird play by Melvin. Like, I would probably be like, I'm going to go ahead and skip this one.
Especially
on the
considering
playlist.
she makes romance songs. The song was about you.
That are probably about him.
That song was about you. Like, that is...
It's weird.
That's a move, man.
It's very weird. So Lisa's upset, Georgia's upset because she didn't know that he was engaged, and she still has feelings for Melvin. Like, she actually has a scene in the hotel room with Boobsy where she's like, we were supposed to get back together. Like, I was going to go and get big and famous. He was going to realize what he missed out on, come back. I was going to lead him on for about 6 months before finally dating him, and we were going to fall in love again and get married.
Yeah, she had a whole plan.
Yeah, a whole plan. Like, she got famous just to get Melvin back, essentially. And Melvin's not that... Well, it's probably the gifts. The guy's a great fucking gift giver.
Seriously.
Like, he's probably gotten so many good gifts from Melvin. They show up to his his mom's house. Knocks on the door, and mom greets them. And then we get, like, all the aunties, too. Like, there's a couple of aunts there. One of them is George's mom.
Yes.
And she invites her in for a drink, so they all kind of go in. She doesn't have a drink because she's pregnant. She keeps... they make it a point to every time everyone's drinking, like, she's either not drinking Or she asked for like a virgin cocktail.
She's obviously pregnant. Like, she's queasy all the time. At one point, the mom's like, she's pregnant. And the guy's like, how'd you know? It's like, there's a foot hanging out of her. Like, how the fuck do you think I knew? She keeps asking for virgin shit, and she's throwing up every time she eats.
That's true. Well, mom wises up to it pretty quick, but nobody else can see it. So they meet the whole family. We get another scene of Josh, the brother, and his friend. They're at the hotel because they want to talk, which I guess that's why they went to the hotel, and that's why they kept running around. This is just now dawning on me, because I was like, why are they there? But the next scene is in the hotel. And Josh is like madly in love with this girl from Instagram who was this like British street tough's girlfriend, and they've broken up, and now he's trying to get with her. And he goes to Georgia because he wants words of love. Like, he's looking like she makes all these great songs. She's a writer. And he explains to her like how he feels about this girl and what he wants. And she's like, that's so beautiful. Like what you just said to me. You don't need my words. Like, you can just go and say whatever you just said to me. And it kind of gives him hope and like inspires him to like say the right thing. And he actually says, like, because she tells him, just say what you feel. And he's like, well, have you thought about telling Melvin like what you think and like how you feel?
She's like, get the fuck out. This wasn't my therapy
Yeah,
session.
I wasn't. You showed up here, sir. You came to my hotel room.
Come in here and ask me for a question, and you start busting balls.
Mom and Melvin have like a little one-on-one, like addressing the fact that he's been gone for 2 years and hasn't said anything. And this is where we find out why Boxing Day is bad. Melvin and Georgia were pretty serious. He was actually going to propose to her on Boxing Day because they get the whole family together. It's a big event. Melvin's dad impregnated another woman, and Mom told everyone that they were getting a divorce on Boxing Day and kind of ruined the holiday for everyone. Dinner. Yeah, ruined the holiday for everyone. And so that's why Melvin just like up and left and like never came back. Seems odd to me. Like, yeah, I get that you'd be upset with your dad. Not really your mom's fault. And also, like, if you were that serious about Georgia and engaged to her or going to propose to her that night, and then someone else did something, not her, that you just were like, meh, I'm going to go ahead and just go.
What if the dad and Georgia?
No, that's not.
It would have added a nice wrinkle to this.
It would have, but that's definitely not what happened. So we find that, we get all that backstory on Boxing Day and what happened. And then what Mom says, like, she wants them to stay at the house for Christmas for the next couple days. It's Christmas Eve. Wants them to stay through Boxing Day. And also, as luck would have it, there's a pop-up concert that night for Georgia, and they're all going. And it's not really meant to be for Melvin and Lisa, but when Lisa finds out they're going, she gets real excited because she is a fan. But she's also, this is kind of a I'm sticking it to Melvin move. Like, we're going to go, and you're going to watch your ex-girlfriend sing. Probably songs about you.
And I'm going to watch you watch your ex-girlfriend sing songs about you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. This don't end up in a fight.
It's a trap. So they go to the Georgia concert. And we get a way better version of Say a Little Prayer for You.
Holy crap.
I thought this was good.
She's an actual singer.
Yeah, she is. She's in like a group called Little Mix or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll say it now because it's the only like really interesting bit of trivia I had for this movie. This whole scene was shot in one take, and it was actually her singing live in front of a live audience.
Damn.
She crushed it. So she sings Say a Little Prayer for You. Melvin is just kind of sitting. Lisa has to get up and take a phone call. Melvin's at a table by himself, just like he's splooshing, like watching this.
I would too. I was.
He's getting a little teared up, like because the song is clearly meant for him. Like she's staring a fucking hole through his soul as she sings this song. Meanwhile, Lisa's
window panes of his soul.
Meanwhile, Lisa's in a corner just staring holes through fucking Melvin, like she's watching him watch her, like you said. And like I said, she gets really mad after the show. And I was like, he didn't want to go. Like, why did you do this to Melvin? Like, it's not right.
Yes.
I felt I took Melvin's side on this one. Like, Melvin.
Yeah, she wanted to be mad at him.
Like, so
she found a reason.
Like, you do not put yourselves in situations that are going to make your partner upset with you. Like, you know better. And, like, Melvin tried to stop it. He didn't want any part of it. And she made him go. And now Melvin's in trouble.
Yeah, these are keys to a successful relationship.
Yeah.
Because when you go, man, that's really going to piss my wife off.
Yeah.
You go, yeah, maybe we won't do that.
Also, you know what you don't do? You don't ask questions you already know the answers to that you're not going to like. Because the button scene on this whole day is them laying in, like, his childhood bed, getting ready to go to sleep. And she just goes, did you two have sex in this bed? And I was like, you don't fucking want the answer to that question. Like, you don't.
Yeah, why would you even ask
Yeah, why would you ask it?
They did.
Yeah, like, you don't, yeah, you know the answer because you're asking the question. So,
I would have been like, today?
6 hours ago. Next day, the whole family's starting to get together. We've got...
Oh, hell yeah, they are.
Yeah, and I guess this is Boxing Day. Like, this has to be, this is the day, right? This is the big party. I believe so. Yeah, this is the big party. So, the whole family's there. We get, like, the great... Like, I want to go to a fucking Jamaican British Christmas so bad.
I can tell you one thing I'm realizing from these movies, man. I know I found out you're a montage guy. I am a multicultural party guy. Like, this party, if I was to disappear tomorrow, you can probably find me, like, just go to England and start asking around for where the Jamaican neighborhood is. Like, this looked like a fucking blast.
They're making curried goat. They're playing dominoes. The drinks are flowing.
They're yelling at each other. They're having fun. Everybody's cutting up on each other.
Yeah, red stripe beer everywhere.
Yeah.
But they're kind of talking about, none of them have met Lisa yet. They all know that, like, Melvin's back in town. They haven't met, like, this girl that he went away to America. And they all kind of, like, give him shit for, like, going Hollywood. Like, leaving to go to LA, like, leaving the family. And they're talking about this wife of his, or this girlfriend of his, and they're like, you know, is she even black? Like, this is what they say. Like, he went to America to get this American woman. Like, Jamaican girls aren't enough for him.
Yeah.
And Lisa walks in and she's like, oh, I'm black, all right. Like, that's literally what she says. And then just starts cutting up on these uncles. Like, she holds her own.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, and then they're like, you want to play domino? She's like, I brought my own, motherfuckers.
She comes in and she's like, already knows each one of them. Like, she's done her homework. She's been looking at pictures on the wall, putting names with faces. And just really is just like, she walks in and just takes her dick out and just drops it on that domino table. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm in charge now. And they all love it. Like, she is clearly, like, she's going to fit in great with this family. Like, she can hold her own. She owns the uncles. We find out that Mom's not at the party. She's out with Richard. She's talking to Richard. They're shopping somewhere. And she, like...
They're picking up Red Stripe.
Well, they were going... They call Mom to pick up beer. Like, one of the kids says, you got to call Mom and have her grab some more beers. And they're shopping. And she's talking to Richard about how she can tell that they're engaged but haven't told anybody, and she can tell that she's pregnant and hasn't told anybody. Moms know. So she's already got all this figured out while no one else has. While they're in the grocery store, like, they see this guy walking towards them, and Mom's like, we're just friends. And it turns out to be the dad.
Belial.
Is that like a name for the devil?
Yeah, the Lord of Lies, man.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little intense to name the guy Belial. I didn't look up to see if this is like a traditional Jamaican name.
I had a downstairs neighbor, and his name was Belial.
Really?
He was a white guy.
Oh.
So I don't know. I guess maybe it's like a cultural name of some kind, like it's like a name. I don't know. But it is a name that I've actually ran into in my real life.
It's like calling people Lucifer or something.
It's kind of a cool name, though, when you think about it.
Or Puffy. Like, that name, nobody's ever going to get called that again.
No, you can't. But she kind of, like, sends Richard off to go pay while she talks to Bilal. And he walks up, and he actually introduces himself at first to Richard as, like, her husband, and she was like, ex-husband. He's like, well, we have kids together, so that kind of ties us together. And
he's testing Richard.
Yeah, he's testing Richard. And they send Richard off to go pay, and Richard's just like, okay. He walks away. And they talk a little bit more, and we find out that Boobsy has actually invited the dad to the party, which Mom's, like, not too happy about, but he, like, runs over and grabs a case of Red Stripe. It's like, I guess I'll see you there. And, like, he's out. Cut back to the party scene, and Boobsy and Georgia show up, too. Like, Melvin went outside to call Mom, and he gets locked out of the house, and they pull up, and it's, like, very awkward. And, like, they come in, and they're just kind of, like, giving him a hard time. Like, Melvin the whole time is just, like, the odd man out. Like, Lisa's actually having a pretty good time at the party. Like, everything's good. Melvin's, like, constantly worried about, like, what the next thing that's going to happen that's going to get him in more trouble. So when Georgia shows up to the party, he's like, Jesus Christ. Like, now this is going to be a thing. Like, I'm going to have a problem here. Like, this will be an argument later that I don't want to have.
You don't think it would make it worse if my dad showed up?
And he does. They actually walk in, and it gets, like, super tense at first with, like, Georgia and Lisa. But Melvin just goes into, like, the dining room and throws on, like, some rap. Like, this Jamaican, like, R&B, hip-hop, whatever. And the whole family just gets up and starts dancing.
It's like a dance scene.
Yeah, I'm like, this is great. I love it. So they're all dancing. And then Dad walks in, and, like, the whole party just, like, stops. Like, everything shuts down. They all see him. Boobsy runs over. She's super excited to see him. And everybody's like happy to see the dad in a way. Melvin's not super stoked, but he introduces himself to Lisa. He's very charming with her. All the uncles are happy. It's like all the guys like the dad.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's suave as shit.
Yeah,
you know where Melvin gets it from.
Yeah, he is definitely a smooth operator. And then all the women are just kind of like in the corner, like side-eyeing him because they know what he did, like cheated on his wife and all that. But like all the uncles are like really happy to see him. They got a fourth for Domino's now. Like, you know, shit's about to happen. Everybody's excited. You can tell, like, Bilal's kind of the life of the party. Like, he shows up and the guys are like, oh, things are going to get fun. He's wearing
a purple suit, man.
Yeah, things are going to get fun now. Get a scene of Richard and Shirley. They're sitting outside at that big Ferris wheel in England. And they're sitting in a parking lot just, like, watching it. And Richard is kind of saying, like, you're embarrassed to, like, introduce me to your family. Like, you've got this big thing going on at home, this big party. Everybody's there. And you're not going to take me because I'm white, essentially. And Shirley's like, listen, I raised my kids, like, in a world where it wasn't easy to raise them. And I had to make it so that they were tolerant of everybody, but also to, like, love themselves, like, ferociously. Like, I wanted them to look in the mirror and love who they were. And she was like, so when you do that, you usually wind up with a partner who is that image that you, like, love in the mirror, like that self-love. And she's like, I just don't know, like, how they're going to react if I bring you home. And Richard tells her he loves her. And this kind of, like, melts Shirley. Like, she's like, oh.
Because that was kind of a bullshit excuse for not bringing a white guy home.
Yeah. So she turns the radio up and they get out and have like this nice little dance, like this sweet dance outside in the snow to this. I forget the song. It was a good song. Music in this movie, pretty good, I thought.
Decent.
Yeah. We cut back to the party again. Domino's is starting to get pretty serious because they started teaming up. So Bilal has like taken Lisa as a partner and then Georgia's dad is there. So now it's like Lisa versus Georgia. In like the Domino's.
They're talking shit.
Oh, and they take the Domino's very seriously.
Yeah.
While all this is going on, that British gangster shows up, like the street tough from before, like knocking on the door. And Melvin answers it. And this guy, his name's Joseph. He's just like, hey, what's up, Hollywood? What's up, bruv? Like, and he's got no problem with Melvin, but you can tell that he's like there for the other two.
Yeah.
And Melvin's just like, whatever. And like leaves the door open and just walks away.
I got my own shit, man.
Yeah.
Try not to break any of the Hummels.
Yeah, so Joseph comes in and has like this Christmas gift, essentially, this wrapped painting. And he takes the two guys upstairs, Josh and his friend, and opens the painting. And it turns out it's like this painting that Josh did of himself and this guy's ex-girlfriend and tried to give her for Christmas. And Joseph caught it before she could see it. And he just starts like beating them up in the house, like upstairs. Like I assume they're upstairs in like a bedroom. And like, but it's the funniest fighting.
It's like cousin fighting.
Yeah, like he's punching, but not very hard. Or he's like just like bending the guy over and just like kind of like giving him some like rib shots, but not real hard. But then at one point, like he's about to murder someone because he like punches Josh and knocks him down. He goes over to the mantle place and grabs like this big like I don't even know what it was, like the ceramic like vase or something. He's about to smash him with it. And they're like, no, Mom will kill us if you break that one. He puts it back. And
he's like, you're right.
Yeah, he gets a different one.
My bad, bro.
So yeah, he's just whooping people's asses upstairs. George and Lisa, we cut back to the Domino's, and they're just kind of like throwing barbs at each other. Like it's starting to get like personal. And Lisa ends up winning the Domino's. And I forget exactly what she says to George at the end, but something about like, you can't keep a man.
Yeah.
Like real shitty because like she lost Melvin and then this rapper guy cheated on her or whatever. So Georgia gets up. She finds Melvin outside and walks up to him and they talk a little bit and then she just plants a kiss on him. And of course Lisa sees this and catches it.
The implosion has begun.
The implosion has begun. Lisa basically is like, I'm leaving. I'm going back to the hotel. I'm going to take this job in New Zealand.
You catch he was just like suavely out smoking a joint before she kissed him.
They smoke a lot of marijuana in this movie.
Yeah.
Good for him. Whatever. Yeah, Melvin's outside smoking it, rolling a J. So she gets in the car and she's gone. And then we cut back inside and the whole family is like going at it now because some of them are taking Lisa's side, some of them are taking George's side.
Even this fight seems fun.
Yeah, it does. Like they're really arguing and then Boobsy comes out and just like throws a cupcake at somebody and then just starts smashing cupcakes all over everybody.
And here we get another movie reference.
What was this?
Hook.
Oh, I don't.
I don't know.
Just a food fight.
Yeah, it's a food fight, but it's all like the cupcakes are like ultra colorful.
They really were.
Yeah.
Everybody's covered in like the brightest blues and yellows and greens. Yeah,
look like the end of that scene from Hook.
Okay, maybe. You might have something there. Mom walks in with Richard.
Rufio.
Mom walks in with Richard. Like, she's decided to bring the white guy home. Like, she's like, all right, I'm all in. Like, I'm all in on Richard. All in on that dick. Dick being short for Richard. She walks into this mess and
it all makes sense.
Is furious that like they've made a mess of her house, but then immediately like eats shit. Like, she slips on a cupcake and just goes down hard.
Yeah, she does.
And then she just kicks everybody out. Like, she's like, everybody out of my house. Like, you've ruined everything. I guess like she's found out that like Melvin kissed Georgia. Like, they just ruined Boxing Day essentially. Like, everything. Like, Boxing Day at this household is just a mess. Like, it's never great. Like, they have problems all the time.
You know, their American tradition. Let's have a big family event, and everybody hates each other by the end of it.
Yeah. Mom talks to Melvin and like pulls him aside and is like, you know, she's pregnant. Like, do you not realize that your girlfriend is pregnant? And it's just kind of give him the hard truth. Like, you are basically just like your dad. Like, you took this holiday and like you kissed this other woman. You ruined your relationship that you had. Like, you need to get your shit together. This woman like loves you clearly. Like, she's a great girl. Like, she's part of the family already. Like, go fix it. Like, figure your shit out.
Get all of your shit, put it all in one place, and get it together.
That's right. So Melvin goes to the hotel and knocks on the door. And I actually really like this. Because he knocks on the hotel room door and he's like, Lisa, it's me. Let me in. And I'm like, you guys share a hotel room. Like, how can you not get in there? And I was like, this is going to be one of those stupid things that they don't address. And then Melvin goes, I have a key. And it didn't just want to just walk in, though. And I was like, that's smart. They don't do that enough in movies where they're just like, let's explain to the audience, like when they go, why the fuck wouldn't he just walk in? Explain to me why he wouldn't just walk in.
Yeah.
It was a small thing, but I appreciated it.
This ain't my castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciated that they explained that.
Also, he's dating an American. She could put 3 or 4 bullets through that door before he made it through.
Goddamn right. She's not having it. Like, she won't let him in. She doesn't want to talk to him. And I respect Melvin. He could at this point be like, well, I'm going to come in then and try a little more. But he's just like, all right, I guess I'm just going to go sulk somewhere.
Sometimes, you got to know when to fuck off.
Yeah. So he goes to, his dad, Bilal, owns a bar. And he goes there.
Called
Bilal's. It is called Bilal's. He goes there. And he's just sitting back, like, having a drink, watching his dad. His dad
smoking
performs.
some more weed.
Yeah, smoking in the bar. Drinking, like, a whole bottle of whiskey to himself or rum or whatever it is that he's drinking. And at the end of the night, like, him and his dad talk. And basically, you get, like, I learned it from watching you, Dad, kind of thing. Like, I am just like you. And, like, this is the example you set for me. Like, I'm turning into what you were. And Dad's like, like, I screwed up. Like, you can tell Dad's remorseful. He's like, I had a family, and, like, he tells him that Lisa's pregnant, and, like, he can't be a father because, like, he's afraid he's going to be like his dad. And Dad says, like, having, like, a family is, like, the best thing ever. Like, I screwed that up. Like, you kids were, like, everything to me. Like, I love my kids. And he tells Melvin that, like, you are ready to be a dad. Like, you can be a dad. You can be a great dad. He gives him, like, a nice, like, father-son pep talk.
Yeah. I like how he asks about the new kid, and his dad basically says, like, fuck that kid.
Yeah, you get that.
Like, I haven't seen him either.
Yeah, you get that. The mom says that, too. Like, how's your other daughter or son doing? He's like, I haven't seen them in a while either.
Yeah.
Like Bilal's just got, I just wanted to be like, which one? Like,
he's just out setting up franchises, man.
It's been a few years. I've got a few irons in the fire. Melvin's actually staying with, I think, the dad or with Boobsy. I'm not sure. They both might be because they all wake up on couches, like, in someone's apartment. And he has, like, a nice moment with her, too, where he talks to her and lets her know that she's going to be an aunt. And everybody's all excited to be having a baby. Like, finally getting the feeling that Melvin's finally coming around on this, like, I'm going to be a dad sort of thing. Like, I'm going to be a dad. And he's like, I have to get her back. Like, what are we going to do? And this is where they bust out the Love Actually. So him and Boobsy are outside the hotel room, like, with all the traffic stopped, and there's horns honking. And Lisa opens the window, and he's out there with the cue cards. And, like, Boobsy turns up the radio. It's playing this nice song. And he's, like, dropping them. And it's, like, saying, I apologize. I love you. Whatever. She just shuts the curtains and walks away.
And then I love Boobsy's just like, yeah, that doesn't really work.
Yeah,
like,
no, she goes,
quick nod.
Yeah, she goes, that doesn't work anymore. We get, like, a big grand gesture from Josh. We cut to him. He's at, like, outside of an apartment building. And he's on the hood of a car. And he's got the bullhorn. He's like, I want everybody to come out and see this right now. Come watch. And he's like, who here loves love? Like, let's talk about love. And Joseph comes out and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I want to talk to you, man. You're my cousin. I love you, But I also love that girl up there, and this girl that they've been like fighting over is up on a balcony. We get like some real Romeo. 3 weeks in a row, buddy. We got balcony shit going on.
Gotta get that balcony going.
He's like, I don't care how many times you beat me up or what you do to me. Like, I'm still going to be like in love with this girl and pursue her. And Joseph just hits him again. I was like, it's going to be like a real nice moment. And he just blasts him. And this girl comes down out of her apartment and she walks up to both of them. And Joseph is like, really? This guy? She's like, I don't want either one of you. Like, you're standing on my car. You're standing on my car. Don't be here when I get back. And she shoos Joseph off, but she does like look at Josh and she says, I don't like flowers, because he was out there with flowers. And he says, what about this? And he opens up like this jewelry box and it's like this nice necklace. And she looks at it. She's like, oh, that's really sweet. Gives him a kiss in the cheek, but doesn't take the necklace. And then just goes and gets in her car and leaves. So I don't think that Josh ever got this girl. Like, I don't.
She's probably going to see her real boyfriend.
It's Bilal.
Yeah.
She's going to Bilal's bar. We get the nativity play. So the whole family's there with this big group of people. Yeah, I couldn't even like...
I could have watched the nativity play for 2 hours.
It's fun. Like, the kids all say fun stuff. Like, I'm not going to go over everything they do, but it's very... It's very stylized.
In, like, broken Jamaican... Yeah.
But the whole family's there. And then, like, Richard at the end of the play, like, comes and sings this song about, like, not hiding your love and, like, letting everybody know, like, who you are and that you're with whoever you're with. And then Bilal gets up and sings with them. It's like this real nice, like, I almost teared up at this part because everybody got together. And then Bilal, like, basically, like, gives, not that it's his right to give Shirley to Richard,
but he backs off.
But basically almost like gives his blessing, like takes her hand, hands it to Richard, and then like stands back and is just like smiling. He's happy.
What he should have done is taken Richard. They could have done this Ebony and Ivory shtick at Bilal's club because they had some harmony going.
They were good, yeah. Lisa's back in the hotel room. We get a knock at the door. Don't know who it is. She answers the door, and it's Georgia. And she wants to talk, and they apologize. They walk down, like, the hotel pool, and she apologizes and pretty much is like, well, what are you going to do now? Because Melvin really does love you. Like, he's in love with you. Cut to a scene of Melvin saying goodbye to the whole family. He's getting ready to head out back to America, maybe New Zealand, because he's trying to find Georgia, and he says if, like, she's already left, like, he'll go to New Zealand and find her. Like, he's ready to track her down. Ends of the earth. This guy's on a mission.
Yes.
He's going to find her. Georgia calls. She's like, what are you doing right now?
Upturn that shire to find this woman.
Georgia calls. What are you doing? Can I talk to you for a minute? Sure. I'll put off finding my fiance
This caught me too.
I was like, really? Like, if that in like a real life scenario, you'd be like, listen, like, you've gotten me in quite a bit of trouble already. I need to go find my actual like wife or my fiance and not talk to you. But instead, he drops everything and like goes to find her and talk to her. They have this talk, though, where she's kind of saying, like, when you left, like, both of our lives started, like, we're different people now. Like, I'm happy that you found somebody. You should really, like, find her. They go to this little park. Now she has, like, a little show set up where she has, like, one guitar player and a microphone in this park out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, look, Ed Sheeran's here.
Yeah,
let's go chat with him.
Another pop-up concert. So she starts singing, and this crowd kind of forms. Melvin looks over to his left at one point, and Lisa's there.
Of course.
And he walks right up to her and kneels down and proposes on the spot. And she goes, well, this is great. And she's like, but you didn't do it all by yourself, did you? You needed some help. And he was like, yeah. She's like, do you say yes to the baby? Do you say yes to New Zealand? Like, all like, basically like, listen, I'll marry you, but like, you gotta be cool with this. Do you say no to your ex-girlfriend?
These terms are mine now.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah. So she says yes. And he gets up and hugs. And then the whole family was just sneakily there. Like, they're all of a sudden surrounding them. Like, they just came out of the trees. Like, I don't even know where they all came from. It was like this big open area. Like, they would have had to see them coming, but nobody ever acted like they did. Pan out, like, on the shot of England and the Ferris wheel and everything, and credits. And we do get, like, a fun, like, I love credit scenes where everybody's dancing, the whole cast is dancing. We get that, and that's nice. And then we get some bloopers. I turned it off for the bloopers.
Oh, I didn't even watch the bloopers.
Yeah, they weren't worth it. I started to, but it wasn't worth my time. So that's it. That's that movie.
Wow.
Yeah. Grand gesture, CJ?
Yeah,
like this movie is flowers, or maybe like a nice necklace.
Jamaican people are fucking rad, aren't they?
Like I said, it made me want to go to like a Jamaican Christmas. Like, it just seemed like the best time.
Like, I really feel like when this podcast idea is over, like the next thing, we take our fame and fortune from this, we should travel around and just do family holiday dinners of different cultures.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, we
That sounds like a PBS series. Like I feel like we could be like that's like a thing we film.
That's about the level of interest I think we'd be able to get for it.
Okay.
PBS level.
Made by people like you, or whatever. I forget what they say. But yeah, maybe we can meet Big Bird. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Well, you took that to a weird place. All right. What do you got?
Not much. I always try to look for like interesting tidbits and trivia on this movie. The only one that even existed was the fact that girl sang that song live. I did think, like I said, the end there, like, I feel like Melvin's in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, because he, like, came at George's beck and call to meet up with her while he was supposed to be trying to find his wife, who may have been on her way to New Zealand. And it was all part of her plan, but then you get there, like, if I was her, I'd be like, oh, so you just dropped everything and
ran to Georgia.
Came to talk to her, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Like, I felt like it was a trap. No matter what he did, I didn't like it. I was like, this wasn't the best way to go about it.
Nope.
But that's all I really got. Nothing really that interesting about this movie. There's not a lot written about this movie.
No.
There's nothing to find, nothing to see. But yeah, that's it. You want to chick flick it to a dick flick it?
I mean, this movie had send-ups to a lot of great British movies, but it didn't have a send-up to my favorite British movie.
Okay.
Not Monty Python, but 28 Days Later.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's what I wanted was, I wanted that fight scene to kind of end with, maybe, let's say, Richard. They're all throwing cupcakes at each other, and Richard out of nowhere just starts jerking all violently, and just starts eating motherfuckers.
Okay.
George, everybody's held up in their hotel rooms, and next thing you know, they look outside, streets are running red with blood. People were eating each other in the streets. Man, I love zombie movies. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean, all that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, we need a little 28 Days Later nod. You get that cupcakes in your eye, and suddenly, that's how you get the virus.
Yeah. This one was hard, but I alluded to it a few times throughout the movie. Just anytime I see movies with this British accent, like this this Cockney, I go right to Guy Ritchie. Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I just want to see this movie directed by Guy Ritchie.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
Same script, just directed by Guy Ritchie.
And like a little more seedy undertones. Like we got like this gangster guy who's kind of shaking Josh down. I feel like Bilal seemed like he probably has some skeletons in his closet.
For sure.
There could be like some organized crime going on.
Might have more children in his closet. That guy was
this is true.
Setting up shop.
Melvin left his family. Why did he leave his family? Not because, a failed relationship. He was trying to get out of the business, and then he comes back. He's made a name for himself. He comes back. And maybe now like a rival gang's trying to kidnap Melvin or his wife because like he's a famous author now. And just a lot of moving parts, a lot of different characters, like fun different. You throw Vinnie Jones in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we replace Richard with Vinnie Jones and he's like pretending to be like this kind of nerdy white guy who's like involved with Shirley, but he's really like a hitman. Yeah. That's I would just Guy Ritchie the shit out of this thing. Pretty much. Yeah.
All right.
Jason Statham walked through the background at one point.
I
just
love
look
it.
at the camera. Oi.
Oi.
Yeah, that's it. Nick Cage it.
I was gonna make him Richard, but that just seems too obvious. There's a great scene in this where they're in the car together, and they're basically making a bunch of hand job jokes for a few minutes.
Oh yeah.
Where he's trying to tell her to give him a hand job, and then she's like, well, what do you prefer, shea butter or aloe? Or I just wanted him to be the driver of that car. So it just zooms out through the front windshield and it's just him, eyes wide. Just not even sure what to make of this. Like, all I could think of while I was watching this was, like, we've Ubered together, drunk.
Yeah.
From party to party or something. Like, those conversations that an Uber driver must overhear.
Oh yeah, well,
have got to be insane.
Did you never watch Taxi Cab Confessions back in the day? I mean,
oh yeah, well they were really.
Those people go through a lot. Hear a lot.
Yeah, that's where I would have put him in. I wanted him to be the driver of the car that was just like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Okay, I'm gonna connect Nicolas Cage to this movie through Richard. Because I recognized Richard, and I was like, I think this guy's been in other stuff. And then I found out he was in Game of Thrones. I think a lot of these people were like small-time actors and probably hadn't been in a lot of movies. But this guy seemed like he might be connected in some way. And it was actually pretty easy. His name is Stephen Delane. He was in a movie called Spy Game, like late 90s with Robert Redford. I'm sorry, with Robert Redford. Yeah. Robert Redford is in a movie called The Last Castle. That movie also stars Delroy Lindo. He plays like an army general in that. Delroy Lindo also plays Detective Roland Castlebeck in Gone in 60 Seconds. I feel like Gone in 60 Seconds has become the new go-to. Like, I've connected it to that one a lot lately.
That's a great movie.
It is. There's a lot of people in that movie, too. Those big ensemble casts are like the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Let's rate it.
I'm actually going to go like a 3.5.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I genuinely was into this movie. I don't know if I'll watch it again, but like the whole time I was into it.
Okay.
You know how happy I
sweet.
was when I realized it wasn't a Love Actually clone?
Yeah.
Like, it made the movie, because as soon as I sat down and they started going from person to person, I was like, Jesus, how are they all going to be related? And then they just explained it a few minutes later.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm in. Now I can just focus on this story.
Yeah, easy to follow.
I was actually, like, I knew from the get. I mean, once she's pregnant, of course they're not going to end up apart.
Yeah.
You know, like, this relationship has legs. But it was like, how's it going to end like that? I felt like there was no mystery, but I wanted to know how it was going to go.
Okay. All right. This one, that's weird, because, like, as a first-time director, writer, like it was actually done, I thought, fairly well. All the performances and the characters, everybody was, like, super likable. Like, there wasn't anybody that, like, even the dad who, like, they painted to be, like, this bad guy, which he did. I mean, he did some bad things.
He's got the invite to my cookout.
But he's got that redemption arc. Like, he realizes he fucked up, he's grown, he's gotten better.
Yeah.
He's a part of the family now. This whole movie is just kind of basically about bringing all these people together that maybe aren't family or were, like, estranged from the family, and kind of bringing everybody together and seeing that, like, they all still have a place and they all kind of still fit, adding new parts like Richard, like, good stuff. There were scenes like the scene with Shirley in the car where she's talking to Richard about, like, how she raised her kids, and I was watching that scene and I was like, this looks like real to me. Like, it felt like a real conversation. Like, her performance was excellent. Like, I watched that and I was like, this is like, feels like it's coming from the heart. Like, it's really, like, well done. And, like, it was okay. It was paced pretty decent for an hour and 48 minutes. It didn't feel super long to me. I got some laughs out of it. I just don't think that this was, like, my kind of movie. I don't know what it was. Like, it didn't.
You were very not the target audience for this.
I mean, obviously, like, as much as I liked the characters and, like, the story was just okay, like, nothing about this movie made me go, wow, I really liked that. But it wasn't so bad that I would say, ugh, I hated that. So I'm going to go 2.75. A little better than average for me. Like,
yeah.
It did have some fun parts.
It wasn't a bad movie.
No, it wasn't.
Sure.
It wasn't a bad movie. I like the acting. I like the characters. Just, I didn't really care about the story all that much. Like, kind of like maybe like you said. Like, once you knew she was pregnant, like, they weren't gonna. It wasn't that kind of movie where they weren't gonna end up together.
No.
So maybe I just was like, everything was super predictable as far as like where it was gonna go and who was gonna end up together and like how it was gonna end.
Yes.
To me, in my opinion. But yeah, 2.75.
All right.
Wasn't the worst. Would never watch it again. Like, couldn't possibly see a scenario where I'm like, it's not going to be a Love Actually Boxing Day double feature on Christmas this year. We're sticking with Die Hard.
All.
Yeah, maybe throw some Gremlins in there. That's going to be about it. Yeah.
It could be a love story
Between
a man and his mogwai.
Those are my go-tos. All right, but yeah, so that's it. So for those of you who have been keeping score at home, this is episode 51, which means next week is episode 52.
Which is 48 more than I thought we were going to do.
Absolutely. Which, 52 weeks in a year, we've done this every week. It's our 1 year anniversary, CJ.
Yeah.
And what do you give to your podcast partner on their 1 year anniversary?
Do you like shea butter or aloe vera or?
No, CJ, we have decided that we're going to pick the movie for this week as opposed to rolling it. And we are going to do...
There's only one movie we can't do.
Our namesake.
Yeah.
You've Got Mail, starring Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. Because, God damn it, who doesn't want a little Tom Hanks in their 1 year anniversary?
I mean, I like Meg Ryan,
it's
too.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. All right, well, a little something for everybody. Yeah, I'm a Hanks man.
Hanksy Panksy.
So next week, everybody, we'll be doing that movie. And I'm excited about that.
Have you seen it before?
I never have.
Oh.
No, have you?
No.
Really? Yeah.
No, we named a podcast after it.
So this is fun. I'm excited about this. So yeah, we're going to do like one of the quintessential, I feel like, rom-coms. So great they named the whole podcast after it, right?
Yeah.
There you go. But until next week when we discuss You've Got Mail, please follow You've Got Mails on all the places you get your social media, your podcasts. Rate us, review us, tell us how great we are. We live for that self-gratification. Back to the shea butter. But yeah, go on Spotify, go on Apple Music, wherever you get your podcasts at. Rate us, review us, tell your friends. Follow us on Facebook. Get that sweet, sweet meme. CJ's still churning them out. I'm still eating them up.
Just wait till the Jamaican meme that I make this week.
Oh, I can't wait. And send us an email. you've.gotmails@yahoo.com. It's been a year, people. We've only gotten a handful of emails. It's pretty fucking sad. Still waiting on you, Germany. I'm going to keep beating that drum. But whether we know you, we don't know you, I'm really interested to know, because we do get some downloads in places that, like, I have no clue who they are. Like, we get Las Vegas. We get Virginia. We get Louisiana now. We've got New York a few times. Like, we get these downloads from places that we don't know anyone. And we're kind of wondering, like, how did you find us? Why are you listening to us? Like, what do you like about the podcast? Help us out.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Why? So please email us. Just drop a line, say hello, tell us how you found us. Give us your honest opinion. Maybe you I don't know. I can't think of a good reason why you'd listen to this podcast. So I need to know.
1 year in, the truth is out.
But until next time, everybody, keep on listening for whatever reason it is that you do. And we'll talk to you next week when we do You've Got Mail. Until then, stay romantic and don't be shitty to each other.
What if that movie sucks?
I don't know.
Like, what if it's all based on a lie?
We've done other shitty movies before. It's not going to be a first.